Want to know how to maximize your building's total square feet, but stay within budget? Well, in today's video, David and I will give those insights.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome back, Pack. It's Eric and David, and we're here. We're going to talk about pricing. David, welcome back to the channel.
What's going on, man?
It's been a minute.
It's been a while, man.
It's been a while since you've been here.
I've been a little bit busy, you know, just trying to make things happen here within the company, man. It's exciting to be back. You know, today we're going to be talking about a project that I sold a few months back. Sick project. When he told me about it, what he envisioned, I was like, you know what? I know exactly what you want because I want the exact same thing. So yeah, I got you.
Honestly, this is one of the top 5 builds that I've seen that I get a little bit of jealous because the way he has it set up. If you haven't checked out the tour, please go ahead and check it out. It is amazing. The accessibility, you take full advantage of the building that you have and fits your daily needs and wants. Again, David, great job on this one. I also want to emphasize that we got a new studio, right, David?
We got a new studio. You guys might be able to see the background. It looks a little bit different than normal. Just because we only got a new office. It's a growing company. It's a growing pack, mates. So we had to get a new office space. Awesome.
Going back to the main task at hand, David, let's talk about this 30 by 45 overall structure. The main structure, we're looking at a 24 by 30. Overall, we're looking at a 24 by 45.
Correct. That's exactly
right. It's a tubular structure. We have a 312 pitch, 12 foot in leg height. We have 2 10 by 10 roll-up doors. We have the extended gable end. We have open frame mounts.
And you can't forget about that custom 10 by 5
Oh,
overhead
yes.
door, man.
Yes.
That's the kicker. That's the highlight of this video, man. I love that part. When he told me what he wanted, I was like, you know what? I got you.
But for today's video, we're going to break down the price on this 24 by 45 overall structure out there in Gunner, Texas. A little quick giveaway alert. We will be giving away some free merch. All you have to do, the first one to comment down on David's sales on David's sales team name. First one to comment that will get free merch and a free signature headshot from David as well.
If you want it, you don't have to have it.
Look at him. Don't tell me you don't want that hanging on your metal building. But anyways, Pack, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's hit that notification bell to stay updated on everything WolfSteel Buildings. And let's get this pricing tour started.
Let's go.
All right, Pack, let's start it off. We'll give you the overall project cost. And what does that include, David?
That includes the building, accessories, and concrete.
Again, Pack, we are a full turnkey metal company, and that includes what David just mentioned, the building, the concrete, and certain accessories, correct?
Accessories, correct, yes.
All right, so the total project cost of this 24 by 45 full turnkey project, we're looking at $49,446 with 0 cents.
Correct.
Again, that includes the building, the concrete, the 36 by 36 double pane windows, which we have 3. It includes that 10 by 5 overhead door, the 2 10 by 10 roll-up doors, the extended gable end, the open frame mounts, which is 2, 14 by 11,
That's right.
The steel walk-in door, 36 by 84, and the gutters and downspouts. The color combination of this building, we're looking at a white and black, white on the sides and ends. Another item that includes this price is the vertical panels. That is an upgrade, right, David?
That is an upgrade, yeah. And the reason why it's an upgrade is because all the additional girts that go in all the way around the building, up and down the full length of the building. So that's just added reinforcement. It helps to tie in the vertical panels to the building to avoid any, oil canning and rattling and things like that.
Yes. So. Also in the price, we're looking at color screws.
Yep.
Base trim and our extra framing. David just mentioned we need extra framing, extra materials, and the extra labor to make that happen. Again, Pack, this price is only valid 5 days after posted. Everything can change depending on your location And
location and ask us. You know, maybe we have a sale going on, maybe we don't, maybe we do, and you know, just ask us about it, see what we can do for you guys.
All right, Pac. So we'll start breaking it down. The first on the list is building alone, which that would be just the sides, the ends, the framing, the extended gable, the roof pitch,
accessories. You know, just the build, whatever the building portion is. If you were to take the concrete out, that's what this cost is. And the cost for the building alone, like Eric just mentioned, $23,815.
And that includes labor, delivery, materials,
and taxes.
And sales tax. More very important, sales taxes. Yeah. All right, Pac. We'll have David explain a little bit more further in details how easy it is and how this client envisioned his building to be orientated on his site. Walk us through that.
Yeah, for sure. So this customer has his house and a pool in his backyard.
Yes.
And he has a driveway obviously going on the side of his house. So the way that he designed it was so that the front gable extension was pointing towards his pool. That's his barbecue area, his hangout spot for him and his kids. We mentioned the 2 frame outs. Obviously, he's got kids. He's going to have family over. We want to avoid the tripping hazard. So that's the reason why we did the frame outs. And then the accessibility on the side. We mentioned the driveway along the side of his house. He wanted to be able to drive into his building. So we did the 2 10x10 roll-up doors, so he can drive into this building. But the front gable extension was pointing towards his pool for his hangout spot. Just give him more aesthetics, homey feel.
But
it's not just
have functionality at the same time.
Exactly, yeah. The accessibility, the functionality, the everyday use of the building. Summertime is coming up.
Yes.
You want to make sure you have that fun play area. So that's how we came up with the design. He mentioned a few things that he wanted, so we just started playing with the designer. We sent a couple screenshots here and there, sent the design, a little bit back and forth, but we finally got the design that he wanted, and we brought it to life.
But this back and forth, David, I think that's a very great thing because you're not rushing him to get.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. The last thing we want to do is rush. Like we don't like to rush things. We don't, we want to make sure that by the time that the building is done, it's exactly what you envision. The last thing you want to do is rush anything. We want to make your dreams come true. That's a little hint for those that want that.
Hey,
want the gift.
If you want that headshot,
just a little
signature
hint.
headshot.
The last thing we want to do is rush anything. I'd rather take my sweet time playing back and forth with the designer. We've got to jump on a Zoom call. We'll jump on a Zoom call. Yes. Whatever we got to do, we'll make that dream a reality.
Awesome. Great words, David. Again, if you want to get a little bit more further details regarding the 3D designer, please check out this video Anabella made in regards to the subject. Highly recommend for everyone to watch it. Mm-hmm. But going back to the building pack, there's something that I really want to talk about is how your client, he did save money by going with the roll-up doors and use that money that he saved to put it into his building, right? To have more upgrades.
Correct. Yeah. So the roll-up doors are great doors. We don't offer something that's not good, right? It's a cost-effective option, but it's still functional.
Yes.
It still works very well. They're lightweight. You push them open and they roll up into a coil. So the roll-up doors are a great cost-effective option if you want to do a little bit more custom things. For example, the front gable extension. That's a little bit more custom. You don't need it, but you can get it. The custom 10x5 overhead door. We threw that in there as well. Just, a few things here and there that we play with the numbers to figure out the dimensions you want, the functionality that you want, the aesthetics, and we figure out the solution of how we can make things happen. You know what I mean? So the roll-up doors were the best option for him.
Yeah. So pretty much I'm not calling the office and I'm like, hey, David, I want this. Okay, you want a 10, this, not. We explore those options. We give
we give you multiple options. If you want a red iron, I'll give you a red iron, but we can also give you a tubular to explore different options, because at the end of the day, our job is to give you what you want within your comfort area. You know what I mean? And that's our job. We give you different multiple options, different accessory options, just to make sure that we give you exactly what you want, but still within a friendly area for our clients.
Awesome. Thank you, David. Again, Pac, Abdul and I just made a recently video on roll-up doors. Mm-hmm. The video consists of 5 frequently asked questions on the subject on roll-up doors. Yeah. Just came out. Please go check out that video. Highly recommended. All right, Pac. Again, we're still staying in the subject of the building. Again, there's a lot of upgrades within the building section price. Next on the list, let's talk about the extended gable end. The dimensions overall, it is a 24 wide by 15. We do have 2 open frame outs here. It's a 14 by 11, and I thought the building leg height was 12 feet. Can you give me a little more backstory on that?
Yeah. So it is 12 feet, and that's the reason why we did the frame out 11 feet high. So again, I mentioned the frame out is mostly to eliminate the tripping hazard. The base rail is a tripping hazard. It's good for certain functionalities. In this specific scenario, he has kids that are gonna be running around, family in and out of the building. So that's why we eliminated the base rail. The frame out is to help remove those posts every 5 feet as well. So it just adds a little bit more aesthetics, and it's great for specific things. You know what I mean? For example, this building.
Just to give you guys a little bit more perspective on the subject David is talking about. Put the side building on screen right now. You can see there's a header. Just what David was talking about. We're eliminating those legs every 5 foot.
Correct.
That header that you see in screen is approximately a foot. So that's where the missing foot would be. Again, it's 14 wide frame out by 11, and then you add that 1 foot header, giving you that 12 foot in leg height.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let's give you a price on those open frame outs. Again, there's another open frame out on that 10 by 5 overhead door, which is a 10 by 5. So we have a total of 3 open frame outs that gives us a total price of $1,320 with 0 cents. Again, that's $1,320 with 0 cents. That includes the labor and the extra materials to make that happen.
Exactly, yeah. So a lot of things is there's a frame out for windows, there's a frame out for doors, there's just a general frame out to avoid eliminating those posts. So every frame out has its own functionality and its own price.
Let me ask you this, David. When we have a window placed where the leg is going to be on your building, how do we work with that?
Well, we give you, again, going back to giving you options. So if the window fits within the 5 foot spacings, we would recommend doing it in that space to eliminate creating a header where that upright is at, where that post is at. We can do it if you really want it dead center and there's a post there. We'll create some sort of header to support that weight, and we'll put the window there. But we always recommend moving it over a few inches, left or right, depending on where you want.
And that's part of your sales process, right? Is that hey, look, John Doe, this is where you wanted your window. We can keep it there, but there might be an extra charge, or you can work with us and we can move it to the left or to the right. Yeah,
that's not an issue. That's the reason why we give options. Like, hey, you put your window here, but how about we move it over here to avoid this? Some people want it, some people don't. At the end of the day, my job is to make your dream reality.
Another hint.
Another hint.
All right, awesome. All right, Pac, let's start talking about the concrete to this project. Again, concrete, David, take it away.
It's the start to everything else that follows. It's the most important thing that you want to make sure that it's done correctly.
Yeah, again, we're only giving you the price for the main structure and the extended gable. We're looking at a price of $20,886 with 0 cents.
What's not included in this price is the site prep and a couple extra things that we did for the client, since we had to do specific things for him to avoid water seepage into the building. We had to raise the pad a little bit. We had to create a certain stairs. We did some custom stairs as well to go into his pool area, sidewalk, things like that. But that's not included in this cost because, again, it's all specific to your location. We'll always give you the price for the foundation for the metal building, but everything else is specific to your needs.
Yeah. Something that I want to mention here, David, is that this is the number that you can give the client over the phone.
Yes.
It's the overall dimensions of your concrete pad.
Correct. Yeah. So depending on the weight of the building, we'll always quote you either 12 by 12 perimeter footers, maybe 12 by 18, depending on the weight of the building. But once we get to the site and we figure out the elevations, we might have to increase the depth of the footers, because remember, we always want to be 12 inches into undisturbed ground. Ground here in Texas is very shifty.
Yes.
And that's our biggest, we want to make sure that we look for future problems. And that's the reason why we do 12 inches into undisturbed ground. So if I quote you a 12 by 12 perimeter footer, and we get to the site and you're a little bit off level in certain specific sections, we'll increase the depth of the footer to maybe 18 inches. So and you'll see that cost when we send you the numbers.
So let me ask you this, David. As a client, I called you, we're having this conversation.
Yeah.
How can I get you to give me exact numbers? What do we have to do in the process for me, the client, to get exact numbers? How much my concrete will be? So
first things first is we want to make sure that we get the dimensions correct. We know exactly what the building's going to look like. We can envision it. After we get the numbers and the cost of the building, the dimensions, everything is looking good to you, then we set you up with a site visit. whenever we do the site visit, that's whenever we start, looking into elevations, customizing things.
How much dirt?
How much dirt do we got to bring in? Driveway extensions, approaches, sidewalks, stairs. Maybe you want a pad for a future generator.
If we need a stem wall.
Something, stem wall.
Because this project, if you recall, David, it drops.
Yeah, it drops a lot. And again, the number one enemy to any foundation or building is water. And that's the biggest thing that we want to solve for. So we did a stem wall as well for this particular project. But yeah.
I believe the client did it himself.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He did something
let's put up that shot. It's because you sell a lot of projects. You can't remember all of them. But going back to what David is saying, let's put up that shot on screen, and you can see how the client is working on a stem wall himself, and also he is installing a French drain. But we'll get to those details later. Again, everything that David's mentioning is very important on those site visits. That way, we can have one of our site team members go out there, have an extra set of eyes, record that data, come back to the office, and communicate with David on everything that needs to be done, and then get you the exact numbers. Because David, you can give your client the numbers, but then after the site visits, those numbers will probably more than likely change.
Yeah, no, they 1 out of 10 times they won't change.
Yeah,
and that's because you have a perfect leveled site. All we got to do is just grade a little bit, but that's really it. But keep in mind that every property is different, so your property might have worst case scenario, your property might have best case scenario. Our job is to find the medium, ground and make it happen.
Yeah, very well said. All right, Pac, the client did install his own French drain system. Let's show those B-rolls on screen on how he added the extra pipe to go underground along that cool stem wall that he's still working on. But let's talk about another accessory on the building, which are gutters and downspouts. David, is this an upgrade for Tubular Buildings, or is this a standard?
It is. No, it is an upgrade. I mean, we always add it because, again, we solve for future problems, which is water. And we always add it, but we could always take it off. It is an accessory that can be removed or added on.
Cool. We're going to give you the price for the gutter system, which includes downspouts and gutters. We're looking at a total cost of $1,187 with 0 cents. All right, Pac, let's start talking about that cool overhead door. Take it away, David.
Yeah, so that's actually one of my favorite things about this building is that whenever the customer told me what he wanted, I knew exactly what it was because it's exactly what I want in my future building. This is a 10x5 long carriage overhead doors with vertical track, so it goes straight up against that front end wall. It does come with an opener as well, and it has a row of tinted windows.
Yes.
So this is pointed towards his pool. This is more for like a barbecue area. He's gonna do a little bar section right there. It's gonna be super sick, man. It's gonna be awesome.
It's a nice setup.
When it's completed,
yeah,
it's gonna be awesome, man. And the cost for that door was $5,575. Again, that's the door, the row of windows, the openers, and the vertical high tracks.
Also, it does come with the openers. It does come with an opener and the 2 remote MyQ app clickers. Again, this is an additional cost.
Correct. Yes.
Not all overhead doors come with the openers. Yeah. That will be an additional cost. All right, Pac. Quick recap. I'm going to give you the total project cost of this tubular structure. We're looking at $49,446 with 0 cents. Again, this was in Gunner, Texas. This is when I moved to Texas in 2005. You, David? I've never heard of Gunter. Now I'm really hearing it now. So I went up there, and small towns like Salina, Prosper, they're booming.
All of DFW is booming. It's
so crazy. If you live in that area, please give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Just ask for David. Again, Pac, we only serve the state of Texas. So just keep that in mind. And again, thank you for everyone that comments on the channel from West Virginia, from Pennsylvania, from Florida.
Oklahoma, we let Oklahoma.
Yes. Well, yeah. But again, friendly reminder, we only serve the state of Texas. Again, Pac, now to our favorite segment of the video. Let's compare a tubular quote to a red iron quote. Let's put our tubular quote on screen, which should be $49,446 with 0 cents with all of its line items. Now let's put up the red iron quote on the right-hand side of the screen, and that's how much, David?
$62,161.58.
Okay. Now, David, give us a little more details, a more inside look on why this quote on your red iron is a little bit more on the higher end.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to red iron, keep in mind that it's our premium product. You know, whenever, say for example, it doesn't need engineer plans. We do I-beam structures from front to back. You know, some people use posts, some people use different kinds of building materials. We use full I-beam from front to back. And an accessory that's accessible on tubular that could be removed. On red irons, we don't remove the gutters and downspouts. That's part of our trim package. It all comes together. It's all one piece. So it just makes it look a lot cleaner. It's not separate.
Something I would like to add is to this quote is that for red irons, we will always have an equipment charge. Correct, David?
Correct. Equipment is always needed because obviously you can't pick up enough. Yes. Equipment is always included. Again, taxes are always included, just like tubulars. But yes, equipment is always included for red iron buildings.
And for the timelines, it does take a little bit more on erecting your red iron project, right?
100%. Yeah. So keep in mind, tubulars are a mass manufactured product. It's an assembly kit. Just go to site, put it together. Tubulars are a lot more fabricating on site. You know, a lot more planning. We do our own in-house framing plans as well. That's something that I'd like to emphasize. We plan in the office before we execute in the field. So we do take our time fabricating and cutting and welding on site.
And another charge that you'll see on your red iron quote is a porta potty charge. Again, these guys will typically be at your project for weeks. We're talking about 2 weeks to 5 weeks. On your tubular project, it all depends on the size of your project, right? But I'm just giving you a comparison on this one. On your tubular end, we're looking at about a 3-day max, 3-4 day max.
Yeah.
On erecting your building, all right? That's why there's a porta potty charge on your red iron quotes, because the guys will be there much more longer.
Yeah, a lot longer.
All right, Pac. I just wanted to say thanks to David. Thank you, David, for taking your time and providing value for everybody at home. This is a cool project because honestly, there's functionality. You met your client's wants and needs. He has those 2 roll-up doors for that easy access from his daily commute or daily activities, and then to relax, he has an extended gable. Enjoy the pool, enjoy all that hard work, and now he has something to
invested his hard-earned money with the right company that created something that he definitely wanted and needed.
And that's something that if you're in that discovery stage of looking for a metal building, please do your research, watch all of our videos, get all the knowledge before you make that phone call with us or not with us. Just please have that prior knowledge in attaining a metal building. But this is a perfect example of a project for you at home to really sit down and think, wow, I can really make that happen, and we can help you through all those steps. Again, we have a permanent team, we have a planning and design team. What else, David?
We have everything. We have everything in-house. So he mentioned permitting and planning. We have a design team. We have a site team. We have a building team. Your building goes through multiple steps before it's actually on site, ready for construction. It touches multiple hands, making sure everything is right before we actually start construction, so that whenever we're constructing the building, it minimizes any potential errors, any things that's going to intrude with the construction process.
And it's construction. Mistakes are going to happen,
but part of construction.
But we're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to be
every step of the way.
Every step of the way. Thank you. Thank you for saying. See, that's why I have him here on the channel. Again, Pac, thank you for watching. Anything else, David, you want to mention?
I'm here to help everybody out. I want to make your dreams come true. If you guys need any, metal buildings needs, whether it's just a carport, a garage, a house, a commercial project, I'm here to help. My direct extension is 010. You're more than welcome to call me.
Awesome. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's hit that notification bell to stay watching everything that includes WolfSteel Buildings. All right? This is David and I signing out from WolfSteel Buildings. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace out.